The collaboration between Windsor Regional Hospital and Windsor Surgical Center is a partnership that's been formed over the number of years, but it also speaks to what can happen when two different entities really partner together for the sake of patients. Dr. Tayfour, Dr. Emara have always had a long-standing relationship with Windsor Regional Hospital and the executives at Windsor Regional Hospital. They took that collaboration to the next level right before the pandemic and when the pandemic hit, when they were both faced, both sides were, how do we care for patients on the one end from the ophthalmologist, and then from Windsor Regional Hospital, how do we have these procedures still completed without a backlog of patients?
When COVID first started, we were in deep trouble with respect to the performance of ophthalmology procedures and in particular cataracts. We were already in a very antiquated area in the basement of the Olette campus of Windsor Regional Hospital.
Between the hospital and our department, myself, Dr. Tayfour, we began discussions about how we could perhaps move cases out of the hospital, where it would be a win-win situation, both for patients and the hospital, especially when COVID is still active.
And that's when we built the 12,000 square foot full OR facility. When you build these facilities that are specific to certain elective procedures, you become great at efficiency because your nursing staff and your staff that surround you are focused on that same procedure day in, day out. So what that means to patients is a truly efficient process with great outcomes. So from the time that they pull up to the surgical center, it's all on one level. So they'll come in and they'll check into one area, a nice open waiting area full of lights and windows. From there, again, it's on one level. They're just brought into the pre and post-op area where there's 15 bays, where our nursing staff will go through their vitals, check in with them, have a conversation with them, and they'll meet with their anesthesiologist. From there, it's just steps away of going into the OR, where the procedure is taken care of. And then after that, they go back into the pre and post-op area, and then shortly after that, they leave with their loved one.
I was very excited that I was coming to the new center when I was told, because it's been a long time since I've been in an operating room situation. But Dr. Emara greeted me and the staff was in the room, and everything, they just have you sit down and then lay down in your position, and before you know it, you're out of there.
From a patient's perspective, really the only thing that's changed for them is the physical location. It's going to be the same surgeons taking care of them, the same individuals, the same process, the same excellent results.
We have already been blown away really by how happy patients are and their feedback, such positive feedback on what the experience is like at having their surgery done here at a facility like this.
In our mind, it's not just eye surgery, because as you know, there are other surgery like in orthopedic surgery, urology, so many cases done as an outpatient. And these cases, to start with, there is no reason for them to be in a hospital. So we thought about building this facility, and when we did it, we thought maybe we'll have, instead of 2 operating rooms, 4 of them. So if any services in the future want to come, we will have the ability to accommodate them.
When we were in the hospital, we were very restricted in terms of the, having just one operating room. So what this facility also provides for us is the flexibility now to recruit, the best and brightest. That's another piece, I think that's another huge win for the region.
Because of this partnership, because of David's leadership, because of Dr. Tayfour and Dr. Emara's leadership, this set the stage for other hospitals to start asking the questions and see if they could be a part of this collaboration or if they can make it work at their facilities.
Windsor should feel proud of this facility. It's the largest outpatient facility done in private sector all over Ontario. And it's a model start really to be copied by other cities and towns, because we proved it was very successful.
I think that it means so much for our community. The talented, dedicated, and professional doctors that are here in this facility, I think it's just a wonderful place to come and have your cataract surgery.
This is a dream come true. It's so cliche to say that, but honestly, to be sitting here with you and in our surgical facility and having already, operated here now for the past couple of months, it's just a huge thrill for me.
There's a lot of unfortunate things that happened during COVID, during the pandemic, but this is one of the bright spots, actually a diamond in the rough that really sparkles with respect to what it did for our region, let alone what it does for the rest of the province as a model to follow.
We're very proud of what we've accomplished. Sometimes you take a risk and you take a chance, but it's always the right chance or risk you take when it has to do with patient care. And we didn't know what we were getting into, but we knew it was the right thing to do because at the end of the day, we're here for the patients, and that's what's paramount to us.